one of the main reasons I love this industry and I fell in love with it, when I first started as a leasing agent on 168 unit property in Albuquerque. And I had such a great trainer who took the time to really focus on my education and make sure I knew everything that I needed to know. And I saw her interact with the residents, and it was so heartwarming to see, and really just understanding that we're impacting their everyday lives, right? Like this is where they're coming home to create families, to have a meal with their family, to lay their head at night. In that for me was just where I fell in love with it because I was making a huge difference in someone's lives. And, I used to hear it's all about getting heads in beds, right? Heads in beds. And for me, I never thought that way. I always thought it's all about the people and it's all about their home. How is this affecting you? Do you like it? Do you not like it? And, with the centralization, we're starting to see that a lot more with, I think, really getting into the meats and potatoes of not only the property, but the submarket, really understanding that submarket and immersing yourself into it is so important. Where do your residents work? Where do they like to go eat? What they like to do? In not, I think it goes back to the three P's: your people, your product, and your price, always. And I was just having a conversation with Hope, who is my boss, the other day, and we were talking about how this is a very tough industry, right? It's so tough. It doesn't matter if it's a really great market or a really hard market. It's tough. We wear a lot of hats. We do a lot of different things every single day. It doesn't matter who you work for in the sense that it's tough anywhere that you go, but it matters the person and the people that you surround yourself. I think they need to work on creating relationships. I think the relationship aspect is so much more important. There's so many different vendors, and I would say go into it as if they're creating a relationship and not selling me something. That's the most important part. Of course, we want to know that they can do the service and, they can do it the best and they can do it for a really great price. But at the end of the day, can I count on them to come out if there's an emergency? Can I count on them to be there for my people and be transparent? I believe in centralization, and I think it's hard for a lot of people in our industry to really drink that Kool-Aid because it's a scary thought, right? It's a lot of change. If we do this, how is this going to work? How is it going to impact this person? How are we going to train our leasing people to become managers if you're taking the assistant manager portion out of it? So there's so many different levels to this that you have to think of in how it's going to impact not only you internally, but our external customers.